I have not done this video in a while. Anyway, as you guys can tell by the title, this video is going to be a overview of what I read in November. In total, I read 5 books, and overall, it was a pretty good reading month, with only one of the books being rated 3 stars or under. So grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's go. In this Maleficent cup, I have Coke. The first book I read was Dracula by Bram Stoker. However, with Dracula, if you want me to go into more details of what I actually thought of the book, go watch, I think it's my previous video, or it's the one before, where I talk about which monster classic is better, Frankenstein or Dracula. Spoiler, it's the better one, in my personal opinion, is Frankenstein. Yeah, out of 5 stars, I rated it 3 stars. It was decent. It was a bit confusing, but yeah. The second book I read was the first book that I rated 5 stars this month, and it was The Heartstopper Yearbook by Alice Oseman, which actually came out this year. And the second I saw it, I was like, I want it. And then I got it, I read it, loved it, even though it's not like, it's quite literally just a yearbook with comics of the Heartstopper characters, little like fact files about the characters, just artwork. I loved it. I don't think there's going to be an Alice Oseman book that I don't like. And I'm looking at them here. One's up there because I need it for TikTok. And I legit have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to read. And yeah. The third book I read this month, I was still in a romance mood, but I didn't want a full-fledged romance that was like 300 pages, you know. I didn't want a book like The Love Hypothesis, or what's a romance book? Unhoneymooners. I don't own Unhoneymooners, but that was the first romance book that popped into my head. So I decided to read Nick and Charlie, which of course is by Alice Oseman. And I rated it 5 stars, even though there were points in the book where I had tears in my eyes, but I did not cry. And I was like, no. Because there was a point in Nick and Charlie where Nick and Charlie are arguing. I think Charlie's drunk, and because Nick is going to uni, Charlie's a bit like Charlie's a bit sad about it, and got drunk, and I was trying to get Nick to dump him, and Nick was like, I'm not gonna dump you, I love you. And then I'm just like, romantic. The second to last book was the only book I didn't really like this month, and it was The Lowest, and I rated it 2.5 stars out of 5. But if you follow me on Goodreads, you would see I only put 2 stars, because on Goodreads you can't put half stars. So what I tend to do is, if I want to rate a book like 0.75 or 0.5, because you can put like a little review, I would just put 2.5 stars. This book was The Hole by Guy Burt. There were points of the book that I got really confused, and I just zoned out, but then that could be down to me and not to the book. And I'm pretty sure in my review I did actually go into detail. So follow me on Goodreads. I'm pretty sure I put it in the description. If not, I will start adding it. The last book was my favourite book of the month. And it's actually has a new home on my favourites trolley. And that is 3 Hours by Rosamund Lupton. And it follows a school that's set in Somerset. I forgot what the school is called. And it's on lockdown, there's a blizzard, they have 3 hours to like save the school because there's 2 school shooters. And it kinda, the shooting revolves around 2 refugees, and the book is so good, it made me tear up multiple times, and I was like, and like, the ending was really, really sad. Like, what I might do is make a separate video for it, because I do actually want to talk about it in more detail, but with the overviews, I don't really like going into too much detail about them. So yeah, I rated it 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. That was it when it comes to reading. I only read 5 books, which is pretty normal except for January. I tend to read for most books in January, but then that's because in my head I'm like, right, Kitty, you don't have that much left. Pick your longest books to read in December, because then that way you can put them into the new year, and it's like, more books. Ow, I just punched myself. So overall, like I said in the beginning of this video, this month was actually, I would argue, was pretty good when it comes to reading. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of my face, press the subscribe button, and don't forget to press the notification bell so that you get a notification every single time I upload a brand new video, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, I'm going to start doing this now if I'm reading a different book. The book I'm currently reading is Greek Myths, a new retelling by Charlotte Higgins. I'm not much of the way through. I quite like it. I don't like Zeus. He's a dick. No longer like Zeus.